So how would you personally sum up your first season at the Tigers?
First season, a lot of learnings.
Hello and welcome to Win, Learn or Draw. The Tigers don't lose. They either win or they learn.
The Tigers!
We're in a crocodile roll for our life.
Win and learn from it.
What better person to learn from?
Oh, what are they teaching this place?
Let's go!
Welcome to Win, Learn or Draw, a West Tigers podcast. Its name is the Win, Learn or Draw podcast because the Tigers never lose. We either win or we learn, and very occasionally, but only 3 times in our entire history, we draw. This week, it was a lesson in marine biology out at Campbelltown College as we learned 36-22 to the Dolphins, and I think it was fair to say that they were full strength. I'll ask my co-hosts in a moment what they think of that. I can't think of any outs, and we were playing a fair few troops down. Hammy Goodman, of course, remains in North America despite the Socceroos learning at the hands of the United States. So this week, we have once again called upon the Jock Madden of the West Tigers content community, Kody Totes. Cody, how are you?
Well. Here we are again. Mate, if I keep playing this much first grade, I might have to look elsewhere for a bigger contract.
Honestly, we're going to have to get another seat here, I reckon. Mate, welcome. And of course, Matty, the water boy, will be joining us this week. Matty, how are you?
I'm very good. How are you guys?
Yeah, we're all right. We're all right, despite a lesson. But someone asked me the other day, are the Tigers going to win or learn today? I said, it doesn't matter. They're both positive results.
Yeah.
Because,
Amen.
Yeah. When you learn, you know more. How was the para half mara, mate?
Mate, it was good. On Sunday, really fun. Really good course. Far more like, it's just such a better distance than a full marathon. And the whole time while I was running it, I was like, how did I do a full one? But like...
You have done a full one?
Yeah, I did a full one a couple of years ago. That's when I wore the baggy pants.
Oh,
I
yeah,
do remember
that's
that.
right.
How long did you miss the time by?
20 seconds.
That's just unbelievable.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
Yeah.
4 hours, 52 minutes and 40 seconds. 20 seconds behind Toppler. But Sunday was fun. It's fun. Good day.
Yeah, nice. And Matty, what's been happening in your world, mate?
Yeah, well, I mean, South had the bye this week, so I had to figure out what to do with my weekend.
And Trell Mitz still got injured.
Yeah, that killed me yesterday.
Yeah. Can we not talk about that?
No, we can talk about it. It's it was funny, well, not funny. So we came in for bloke yesterday, and normally I'm like, obviously, like I'm sure like everyone is. It's like South first, and then Blues. But then yesterday I was like, there was like rumbling. Like I saw him on the Matty John show. I got fired up, and I'm like, most years I'll be like, oh, we should just rest, like just be sweet for South. But I was like, nah. At some point you got to put the state first, and this is the game to do it. Game 3, Suncorp, back against the wall, etc., etc. And then hours later he's injured again. I'm just like, oh, that is devastating.
Very
absolutely
grim.
devastating. It's like it's just shit for everyone. And Wayne said 2 weeks. I was speaking to Tyson. He reckons it's more like 4 to 6, which is just killed me. So
that's not good for your season either. Yeah,
nah, we might miss the 8 now.
Yeah.
You reckon you'll miss the 8?
If he's out for 6 weeks, I reckon there's a chance.
Where are you sitting?
Yeah, Murray.
I think well, it depends on, it all hinges on Murray as well, but
Yeah, right.
I'll have a look. We are 7th, but we've had all our buys.
Must be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we've had the same amount of wins as you guys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you're actually only 2 points behind us, but we've had one more buy than you guys.
And we got troops coming back very, very soon.
That's what I mean. There's a bit of a logjam in the middle. Like, so if you look from Storm, like Storm are sitting 11th and they've had 7 wins.
Oh, uh-oh.
And then Manly, yeah, I know they're coming hot.
Yeah, that's scary.
Manly, who are apparently are premiership threats, they're only on 8 wins and they're sitting in 6. So yeah, a bit of a logjam there. So
It's tight in the middle. It's funny you say club before state. And I think this argument or these conversations come up recently. I think for me, it's unquestionably Tigers first.
Yeah,
then
absolutely.
The Blues.
Yeah.
Although I must admit, I felt less emotional watching the Tigers get absolutely hammered by the Penrith Panthers 68-0 than I did watching the Blues get hammered by the Maroons. It's like a weird origin thing. I think it's a frustration thing because you expect so much from the Blues. You talk to some Queenslanders and a lot of them, well, a few of them from a small sample size, will say they're Maroons first, then club.
I think it's most of them.
Yeah.
That's the general gist I feel from Queenslanders in general. Yeah,
That's so fascinating.
I know. It's weird.
How, like, because it's like such a small bracket. I'm like, my life revolves around the Tigers. And then like just this small 6-week window in the middle of the year, I just like, as much as I love New South Wales, it's like, I'm not as emotionally tied to them.
No.
You know?
Yeah, I don't know what it was. It was like the other week was just very frustrating. Very frustrating.
Have you guys done Origin in Suncorp?
Yeah, I've done one.
Mate,
Yeah.
it's like nothing else in,
It's
in this
unbelievable,
country.
isn't it?
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
have
highly
you not?
recommend.
Nah.
Mate, do yourself a favor. Get up to. I mean, it'd be great to go to the decider this year. But I know it's hard with work, but just one day get to a even if it's a dead rubber, it doesn't really matter. Going into the Caxton
Yeah.
before Origin compared to going to the Caxton before Magic Round, it's like two different parts of the world. Magic Round, everyone's all happy, everyone's all chilled. It's like just great vibes. I've been to the Caxton. The first time I went to the Caxton for Origin, I got kicked out because someone threw a can at me. So I got kicked out for being a victim.
Really?
Just because I had a Blues jersey on. That was in 2014. I was probably being annoying.
Yeah, I don't, yeah. Might have been a reason.
Yeah. But yeah, I got a can thrown at my head
Yep.
and I was bleeding and I got kicked out of the pub,
Yeah.
which is crazy.
Yeah.
And then, but Magic Round, everyone's just best friends. It's just like they take it so seriously up there. I remember as well, because I used to work for the Blues, I remember it was in 2017, Game 3. JT had done his shoulder in the game before. That's the famous game where Joey was blowing up, one of the ones where Joey was blowing up, where Thurston kicked the goal. Gagai scored, Thurston kicked the goal. They go to a decider. Munster debuts, and Thurston announces his retirement from Origin footy or whatever. They had this big ceremony before the game, like presentation for JT. And I was standing on the field, which is pretty cool. But I was standing on the field in front of all these Blues fans, and there was only one bay of Black Cheese Blues, and everyone else was Queenslanders. And the Blues fans were booing Thurston, like obviously. And mate, there was Queenslanders who were literally in tears, like yelling at the Blues fans, "Show him some respect! How dare you!" And I'm like, "Oh my god, this is crazy up here. It's a different world up there.
Different level of passion up there.
And
isn't it?
you know what? I fully respect it. I fully respect it.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Do you know what I'm passionate about? I'm passionate about the One World Courier Delivery of the Week. And you won't believe this. Someone has broken a record this week. We have a back-to-back winner of One World Courier Delivery of the Week. It's the Sabarge again.
Wow.
Unbelievable. Now, just when you thought he couldn't match the dizzying heights of his performances this year, he wins back-to-back One World Courier Delivery of the Weeks. Now, I'll unpack about a 2-minute period for you for the Sabarge.
Please.
Firstly, when we went outside, I think Terrell May threw this beautiful spiral over to his brother, and Taylor went down and threw it inside, and Macassini dropped it. Jermaine Asako picks it up and runs up the sideline. And, you know, this is desperate times. We're down by 14 or whatever, so we need to stop tries and score tries. And Asako starts to run up the sideline, and Sabarge comes across and makes the cover tackle and stops Asako, one of the fastest players in the game. Fast forward 90 seconds later, Jerome Luai puts a bomb up to who I presume would be Jareem Buller, but who's there first? The Sabarge is swinging in and out of potential escorts. Then he matches up, bodies Nicarima, who's a big body, by the way, just absolutely bodies him, and then goes up, catches the ball, bodies Trey Fuller with his signature. It's becoming a bit of a signature move now. He's hit and spin because he did the exact same move again.
Yeah.
Hit and spin on Trey Fuller, dives over. But I think the best part of the whole thing was how nonchalant he was after he scored. He just got up, ran back to his spot
Job
for the
not
kickoff.
done.
Job not done. And that's the Sabarge in a nutshell. And that is, once again, our One World Courier Delivery of the Week. So well done, Alex. Come collect your prize. Let me chat to One World Courier about what that is. But yeah, you've got 2 now. So congratulations. Just before we jump in as well, the Win, Learn or Draw store is taking a break. It's going on ice. But there is a June 30 deadline. So up until June 30, we have 30% off hats and shirts. So just use the code JUNE30, JUNE30, to get yourself 30% off. And then from July 1, the store will be paused for a little while. I haven't cleared that with Hammy, but executive decisions need to be made while he's overseas. All right, let's get into the 6 again. Tackle 1, the game recap. 36-22. Kody, your thoughts on the performance of the Tigers?
Where do we start here? I think, obviously last week we sort of vented our concerns coming into this game. And I think, again, it's just, I feel like a bit of a broken record at the moment, but we are just seeing the holes that are missing from our players that are injured are so glaringly obvious that it's just like these results happen and it's kind of just like, yep, well, fair enough, I guess.
Yeah.
I suppose the one thing I would say is, and we were kind of talking about it in the orange room before, is that people are getting frustrated with the losses naturally as that happens. But it's like, I feel like over the last sort of month or 5 weeks or whatever, even in this massive injury crisis, we've still managed to jag a win against the Titans.
Yep.
Still managed to jag a win against the Bulldogs. It's like, even in this game against the Dolphins, like, the effort is still there. Like, there's obviously lapses and whatever, but it still feels like, it's not like the boys aren't playing for the coach, you know what I mean? Like,
100%.
Still feels like everyone's on the same page. We're still moving in the right direction. Like, so I don't feel totally deflated about the whole thing, but just got absolutely carved on our edges. Like, no Samuela still, obviously. No KPP now.
Which we kind of knew, right? Like, and this is, you look at the stat sheet, and it's an incredibly even stat sheet. It was 50% possession of both with an 80% completion rate. The biggest difference, I thought it was a pretty good game of rugby league, to be honest. And we hung in there for a long time. Dolphins are like red hot at the moment as well, even with a few key outs.
Yep.
The big difference was 6 line breaks to 3. And it was genuinely them. Well, one, it was Trey Fuller. The second time in 2 weeks, a tiny little fullbacks just shredded us up the middle.
Yeah.
And then the second is, those edges, which were always going to be vulnerable.
Yeah.
With Sione and Sukkar starting there. Yeah. So it's, and then the injuries as well, like in-game injuries.
I know.
Like Herbie and Madden going down.
Give us 1 week.
It's always a double as well. Bad things happen in twos.
And with a half and a back going down, obviously you have to activate the ladder of the 6-man bench. So then we're only rotating one middle. Terrell played 80. I think Seyfarth played 70.
Yeah.
And like when those big boys are playing those big minutes, that's when you start to see, I think Terrell and I think Trey went straight through Terrell for that try close to the line.
He did, yeah.
He also got carved up the middle late. And they're the stuff, like he started great. I think he made 50 tackles and had 20 runs. But like those, when he's playing those big minutes, that's when you start to see those things creep into his game, which is he's a middle playing 80. Like,
and the Boys on the Claws Out podcast had a good point. They were saying it'd just be the Tigers' luck whether 1 week we don't carry Latu Finu on the bench, one of our halves goes down.
Yeah. I still, like
crazy.
that is like the most predictable thing as a West Tigers fan. Obviously, one of our halves would go down. But I'm not like, people are like, oh, I can't believe they didn't do it this week. Like, Dewey's back next week. It's like Latu needs to play cup.
He does.
Everyone knows Latu needs to play cup.
We're all agreeing there.
Like, chill.
And he had a good game too.
Fantastic game.
Yeah.
Fantastic game.
We will touch on that very shortly. The capitulation zone was well and truly in full swing. Now, the capitulation zone, as we know, is 30 minutes to 50 minutes for the West Tigers. Can I read you out some stats, Cody?
Please.
Matty, do you want to hear some stats?
Mate, I would love to hear some stats.
Fantastic. Call me not random stats guy, but Tigers stats guy. Can't quite hold the mantle to him. Round 2 to round 8. This was our twilight zone, right? This is when we were 5-2 in these 7 games. We led that zone, the capitulation zone, 78 to 22. So we dominated that middle 20 minutes. Obviously, we had a pretty much full strength squad over those kind of 7 games. Jerome was out for a little bit. 78 points to 22. Since round 9, since Blake Austin put a curse on us after the Raiders victory, since we went on the Hello Sport stream, didn't Trell Mitt play golf with Hello Sport just before he got injured as well? Is there a curse happening over there at the Hello Sport world?
I don't know if those things are related at all. I hope there's no Hello Sport curse on the Tigers. Is that?
That's what I'm starting to think. Since we went on the live stream, we've been. Well, look at this stat. 10 points we've scored, and that's in the last 2 weeks. So the 5 weeks before that, not a point in the capitulation zone. There was obviously Luai's try against the Titans where he buried over, and Toa's try, on the weekend where he bowled over like 8 blokes. So 2 pretty good tries, and we've conceded 82 points.
Yeah.
10 to 82 in the capitulation zone in the last 7 weeks.
Crazy. I think it just points to our depth, right? Like in those first 8 rounds, we've got Royce and Sione coming off the bench and like providing that punch, and now it's just like
no one. They didn't play.
Not no one, but you know what I mean. Like there's just we don't have the luxury of having,
Well, I mean, Benji didn't play Charlie Murray or Maverick Guile.
Well, he couldn't because we had to play Heath and Massey.
Yeah, true.
And then obviously Bolle came in, and I don't know who who was our fourth interchange that got used. I can't remember.
I'm not sure. But speaking of the 80-minute player, do you think Terrell May has played himself into an Origin jersey with that performance, or do you think those lapses in defence, admittedly, he's not going to play 80 minutes for the Blues, but is there a chance he gets a call-up?
Mate, I think Terrell played himself into a New South Wales jersey in round 8 last year. So, like...
Totally agreed.
I don't know, like, this... And I don't want to get too into New South Wales because it's a Tigers podcast, but nothing frustrates me more when we don't pick our best team. And, like, I feel like I've been a little bit, I've been holding back a little bit on, because I don't want to be, like, come across as too Tigers biased with, like, them not picking Appy and them not picking Terrell.
Yeah.
But they are our best options. I don't know why Laurie's not picking them.
Yeah.
So to answer your question, yes, obviously Terrell wouldn't be playing 80 and you wouldn't be seeing those defensive lapses, in my opinion, if he was playing for New South Wales. I'd be having him come off the bench and playing like 30 or 40. But absolutely, but you just know Laurie won't pick him.
No. And I obviously we watch a lot of Tigers games like under a microscope, so we know the ins and outs of each player, and I guess there would be a bit of bias there, but I think the rugby league community would collectively agree with
Mate,
you.
I'll jump in then.
Yeah,
because
that's right.
Yeah, like it's ridiculous. It was ridiculous last year. It's not as ridiculous this year because we all expected it. Like we all just like, what the hell? I think he talked himself out of a jersey last year by going on streams and that, which is absolutely ridiculous. He can do whatever. In my books, he can do whatever he wants as long as he's playing well, and he's playing well.
That's what Benji says.
Yeah. Exactly. His coach is saying that. Look, I think the best thing to do is compare, players that did make the team. So Laurie said before the series he's going to pick on form, and like let's park last year for a second because he didn't get picked last year because of who he is, which is outrageous. But let's just park that for a second. Let's just talk about this year. He said he's going to pick on form. Adam Fanua-Blake, who is a fantastic player, but he hasn't been playing that well this year.
No.
I do think he played himself into a jersey with the 2 games before game 1. He had 2 really good games.
Yep.
So I can understand that one. Picking Mitch Barnett.
Mitch Moses.
He hasn't, well, that's another one. Picking Barnett when he hasn't played, and then when he has played, he's obviously been underdone and not that good. Like he came back against the Knights, I'm pretty sure. Then he broke his thumb. He might have got a concussion or something. Like, are you picking on form or are you picking on names? Because
So Terrell's not getting picked this year.
No.
Or ever while Laurie's there.
Not while Laurie's there, no.
I don't think so. I think maybe there's so much pressure now that everything's going to get thrown out and we're going to see a totally different team. Maybe. Okay. I'm hoping so. Yeah. I still don't think we'll see
his last roll of the dice, right? Like he's already said he's not coming back.
he's not coaching next year.
And so, sorry, and that's the last thing, I'll tie it back. So those 2 guys haven't been playing very well at all. Whereas Terrell May has been fantastic since he got to Concord.
Yeah.
So I think it's absolutely crazy.
Yeah. Not to mention like Keon. Like what are we doing?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like the 3 best middles in the comp in Keon, Terrell, and Jackson Ford aren't in the team.
Yeah.
Like
bizarre.
Jacob Saifidi, sorry.
We could go. Yeah. What a game he had.
Question.
We could go on. Tackle 2. Let's bring it back to our spiritual graveyard of Campbelltown Stadium, Campbelltown College. It's undergoing a $50 million redevelopment as part of a joint 15-year stadium strategy for the Tigers, right? So this is a long-term play in conjunction with Campbelltown City Council. Over $40 million in previously allocated state and federal funds have been redirected into building a brand new grandstand there with corporate boxes and improved general seating, upping the capacity to 20,000 and improving the corporate seating capacity to 1,000. So it's serving a really good purpose. And I always think about Langy and the commercial team when I think what they need. Because Leichhardt doesn't serve a corporate kind of environment very well. Yeah. Campbelltown, they can make it our genuine corporate home ground, right? They're also going to put in a high-performance elite facility in the southern end of the ground. So there'll be a gym there, offices, and more corporate hospitality as well. So over the next few years, so next year we'll play out of Campbelltown and Para, Campbelltown as it is at the moment. 2028 we'll play out of Leichhardt, a new and improved Leichhardt and Para. Then from 2029 is when the long-term play of just playing out of Campbelltown and Leichhardt happens. Now, the whispers are that we'll play 2/3 of our games, so 8 games at Campbelltown and 4 games, or 7 games at Campbelltown maybe, and 4 games at Leichhardt. And then you got like a Magic Round or a Vegas or whatever. I pose the question to you, why do you think we only have... So the Tigers' overall winning percentage is 40. Our Leichhardt winning percentage is in the last few years is incredibly high. We won 3 from 3 there this year. It's 55-ish overall. Campbelltown's winning percentage is 39. Why do you think that is?
I don't know.
It's a really difficult
I don't know.
question.
It is a difficult question. Like my allegiance to the side of the merger is with Balmain. My family's from Balmain. Like I now live in the inner west. Like, so I obviously understand the the nature of Leichhardt and the beauty and the game day experience and all of that. Like, so I get that. But I've only been to Campbelltown a handful of times. And it actually is quite a good game day experience. Like there's 2 pubs either side. Like it's fun to be there. It's not dissimilar to Leichhardt in that it's like an old suburban ground.
Yep.
But for some reason, it just doesn't seem to hold the same aura as Leichhardt.
It lacks that cauldron-like atmosphere.
Yeah.
That Leichhardt provides, where it's like a bowl and everyone's kind of on top of the play.
Mate, I heard Jamie Sauer talking about
I was
why.
going to bring this up.
Okay, you
go. No, say it.
Well, did you actually see the clip?
No, I was talking to Rue about it though.
Same. Yeah, so I actually haven't seen the clip, but Jamie Soward was saying that like it's like such an awkwardly long drive to Campbelltown Stadium compared to other grounds. Like obviously you fly everywhere else and then you go to Canberra or Newcastle via bus, but like players just get themselves to Campbelltown, right?
Yeah.
And he reckons, and when he was playing for the Dragons and the Panthers, he reckons it was just like an awkward. He always found it weird to go out to Campbelltown because it was such an awkwardly long drive. I don't know, like I'm just trying to give reasons.
No, 100%. And when I heard that, I was like, that should almost add to the fact that it's a bad place to play for opposition teams. Like you'd almost want that to feel like a haunting drive out to Campbelltown on Friday night. Like, so
And
I
is
don't know.
there that issue? I mean, you just brought it up, and I'm probably guilty of it. I've been going a bit more lately. Obviously, born in Campbelltown too, so I have genuine ties to the area. But you just brought it up. Is there a lack of people from the city side of? Because it's so easy to get there, really. Like,
Mate, you're on the M5. That's it. Yeah.
Green Square, and the train station's right there.
on the train, yeah.
But there's a lack of like city side Tiger fans going out there, and it's more like a family. Like I sat on the hill for the Knights game with my toddler, and like we sat there and we watched it. Whereas Leichhardt, I would never take my toddler.
Absolutely
to.
not.
A bit more feral, but there's more of a crowd backing getting the players up and about, right? So they need to address that in the redevelopment, and I don't know how, because they've only got $50 million, which isn't a lot of money. But they need to make it more of a menacing place to visit, because I don't think teams are scared going there.
I wonder what that is. I'd love to talk to someone who knows more about this than I do, but I wonder if it's something to do as well with like the, just the ties to the city, maybe like the fact that it's almost like a night out for people going to Leichhardt. Like, you know what I mean? You go out, you go to the pub, you go to Leichhardt, you keep drinking, and you go back out again. Like, but then even again, like the Sunday Arvo is the same vibe. Like it's a cauldron at Leichhardt.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. You're definitely right. I would say that less city people go to Campbelltown. But yeah, I just it's a tricky one.
It's a mystery, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's a genuine mystery. Do you think we win that game against the Dolphins if we played at Leichhardt?
Yes.
Game in the balance, 18-16.
Yeah.
Nice. For the sake of content.
Yeah.
Matty, what do you reckon? Do you reckon like as a non-Tigers fan, the grounds are basically incomparable from your lens, sure?
Yeah, so I went to Campbelltown last year. No, not last year. 2024 with Hammy. And I had a pleasant experience there.
It's a great ground.
I thought it was fantastic. It's like, it's easy to get there. As you were talking about the train, we drove out there. Mate, you just jump on the M5. It's not that hard to get out there. It just seems far away, but it's not. It's much harder to drive to Leichhardt and get a spot there.
Oh, yeah.
I find it interesting though. I'm just looking at the teams you've played there.
Just to jump in quickly, this is again what Rob Bashara on the clause out. He was saying we get dudded with the teams we play there. They put crap teams on at Leichhardt, and the time slots we have to play in Campbelltown means we get less of a crowd.
Well,
so like your 6 p.m.s, your 3 p.m.s.
Well, also as well, it seems like, and not to go back to the Jamie Soward point, but like it seems like in the last 2 years, as in the 2025 season and the 2026 season, you've played one team there, one Sydney team there. The rest have been interstate teams or Canberra or Newcastle. So the whole driving thing is
null
irrelevant
and void.
because
Yeah.
they just bust it from the airport. So maybe that's it. Maybe you got to play more Sydney teams than Campbelltown.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd help.
Because and the one time you did play a Sydney team, if Galvin didn't drop the ball, you would have won that game against South. Last
Yeah,
year.
that's right.
So
That's right.
Look, I don't know. I'm just trying to think of any reasons, but like my personal experience when I went there a few years ago.
That's an
Mate, I
interesting
loved it.
point.
Yeah.
I wonder if there is not maybe agenda's not the right word, but I wonder if there is a thought process behind not playing Sydney teams there and not putting it on at a good time slot, like
Yeah.
compared to
Yeah, it seems a bit biased maybe towards Leichhardt and Para as well, right?
Yeah.
Funny you say that you had a pleasant experience. Maybe that's the issue. An opposing fan comes to Campbelltown and is like, this is awesome. I'm loving this.
You're having
It's
too
like,
much of a good time.
Yeah, you should be like, oh, I'm actually scared to go.
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Tiger's going to whoop my team.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, not the case. Moving on, tackle 3. Let's look towards the next, say, 10 weeks, I think. We are currently in 10th. Now, the Daily Telly, I was reading print the other day. I don't know when the last time. I was at my parents' house and they get the paper delivered still. So it was quite good.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it.
Yeah,
Cup of tea and a Daily Telly. They have the Tigers finishing 11th. And then the Knights just above us on 10th. So that means this game is going to be really, really important this weekend. But they have the Rabbits at 6th, Matty, probably before the Trell Mitt news.
Yeah.
From my understanding, we need to win 6 from the next 10. Now, with Twal and Dewey coming back and Sam Finu coming back, totally doable.
Yeah.
Everyone else has just got to stay fit.
6 from 10, did you say?
So, yeah, 6 from 10.
Yeah.
Because that'll put us on 30. Have we got one more bye?
One more bye.
Yeah, so 32 points that'll put us on.
It's usually 13 wins. So yes, 6.
There you go. So we got the Knights this week in Newey, which we'll unpack a little bit later, but we beat them already at Campbelltown. Smashed them, actually, but we were in really good form then. We got the Dragons, obviously bottom of the ladder.
At Cogra.
Yep, that one's at Cogra. We got the Wars at Campbelltown, 8 p.m. Friday night. That'll be tough, but we have beaten them this year with a full strength team. We got the Bulldogs, we've beaten them. We got the Raiders, we've beaten them. We got the Eels, we've beaten them. The Dragons again. Then it gets a little bit difficult. We got the Roosters at Allianz, beat them there last year when we were considerably worse than we are now. We got the Cowboys up there, but we have smashed them this year as well, and that's a bloody lottery.
Yeah.
Then we got the Panthers last game, which, didn't pan out very well for its first time round, but there's a good chance they rest a fair few of their players because they should have the minor premiership wrapped up by them. So that's, I don't know, that's like a
Mate, it's a good run home.
decent run home.
It's a good run home.
It's a decent run home. So yeah, I want to hear your thoughts. Where do you think we finish?
Mate, I think at full strength, we can beat any team in the comp. And I genuinely believe that. Like, we showed that earlier this year when we played the Warriors in New Zealand on Friday night.
Yeah.
And we were down 12-0. Like, when our team is at full strength, we can beat anyone. So these troops coming back is obviously going to be huge. Kai Pispor out for the season. But there's sort of 4 players in our team that, like, I think are the most critical to the success of our team. Pretty much in order: Appy, Jareem, Adam Dewey, Sam Weller. So we've obviously got Adam coming back this week. Hopefully Sam Finu's probably still 2 or 3 weeks away.
Yeah.
But Adam Dewey is the type of player that, like, Appy and Jareem feel like they're kind of the glue, like they hold the team together. But Dewey is like our game breaker. He's the guy that can like really blow the game open and win it on his own sort of thing. So when he's back, it almost just gives you that a little bit of extra edge and a little bit more confidence that you can actually get over the line to win the game.
Yeah. Well, he's the clutch. He's the guy who won us
clutch.
both those games at Leichhardt last year, right? So yeah, you're absolutely right in that.
Exactly. So honestly, the boys couldn't get back quick enough. Sunday Arvo against Newcastle, 4 p.m. God, tough game.
It's not
really
like Old
tough
Boys
game.
Day or something, is it? It seems to always be Old Boys Day up there.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, it's gonna be very tough. Do you think realistically we can win 6 out of those last 10?
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Matty, what do you reckon? 6
Yeah,
out?
no, I think if you guys deserve to play. Like, if you guys want to be playing finals footy, you got to win half those games.
100%.
Like, two of those games against the Dragons, who have won one game all year.
Yeah.
I think that Penrith game, I reckon you're right, Morty. I reckon they will rest all their players. They've already basically locked up the minor premiership, really. There's some good teams there. So, and I reckon there's such a logjam, as I said before, in the middle of the ladder that, like, maybe you could get away with winning 5. We don't know.
Yeah.
We won't know that until, a couple months. But I reckon if you win 4 from the next 10, you don't deserve to play finals anyway.
Agreed.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah. And I think, I don't think it's make or break this weekend against the Knights, but it'd really help.
100%.
It really helped my case bet with my mate Kenny as well. 'Cause
Yeah.
we got a ladder position case bet on the Knights and Tigers. So
For sure. It's definitely a case of like, I'm not necessarily 100% confident that we will win all 6. Like, it's the Tigers. Anything can happen.
Yep. We could win all 10.
Mate, I wouldn't.
05. We did it in 05.
I wouldn't rule it out.
Yeah.
But we 100% can. We have the caliber to. We've shown at the start of the season we can beat these top teams, and we've got a favourable run. So, like, the stage is kind of set, I would say, pending injuries.
Pending everyone stays fit. Well, that segues nicely into tackle 4, injury suspension. So Madden failed his HIA, so he won't play this weekend. Dewey was obviously in jersey 22, so he should come back, which is huge. Herbert dislocated shoulder. We've now had Herbert, Dewey, Taylor May twice, and Buller all with subluxes or dislocations of the shoulder. I was listening to the NRL Fizz, and he was saying that's just bad luck. And they're trauma injuries, like impact injuries, and there's nothing to do with like your training or anything like that. That's I commented on it. Trauma and bad luck for the Tigers? No way.
Yeah.
So yes, nothing to do with like training or anything to do with I guess what's happening off the field. To be honest, our outside backs in Cup are killing it, and I'll touch on that in a moment. But don't underestimate the return of Alex Twile as well. Because we've been getting torn up the middle quite a fair bit recently as well. And his tackle efficiency is the greatest of the NRL era, as we speak about ad nauseum. Round 18, they said he could be back this weekend.
God, I hope he is.
But more likely back for the Dragons game.
Yep.
And then Sam Fainu back for the Bulldogs game. Huge.
Is that round 19 or 20?
Round 20.
Okay.
So I think they were originally saying round 22, but now round 20, which is good. We kind of covered this, but who you think you're missing the most? I think, we would say Dewey, Sam Fainu, Twile.
Yep.
Soon as
There are
those
3
back.
big dogs to come back. Again, I didn't mention Twile, but like don't understate the importance of Alex to our team. Like he's absolutely cemented himself as not an elite tier middle this year, but definitely like a top tier middle. And he's been so critical. Like he's the heartbeat of our team, right? So him coming back will be huge, and it'll really just tighten things up defensively. And then it takes the pressure off Alex and Alex Seyfarth and Terrell, like I mentioned earlier. So.
Probably takes a little bit of pressure off Appy as well in that middle and makes him defend a little bit less. Huge in. Cool. So tackle 5, bit of a Reggie's wrap. So New South Wales Cup, the Mighty Maggies taught the Eagles 46-12. Mate, that is, let me just add it up quickly. 46 plus 68, 114 points in the last 2 weeks for the Magpies. Attard, Latu, Javon, Hayward, all features. That could be our future spine.
Yeah.
All absolute young guns. Tino Tavana got a double. Luke Laulili scored. Solomon Sakuru scored. Jack Attard scored. Fainga'a scored. And Peter Tateo. Now, Sakuru is equal first with James Schiller in the try scoring.
Incredible.
Yeah. And Fainga'a is 4th. So we got 2 weapon outside backs just absolutely killing it. Javon Andrews still leading try assists with 16. Next best is Joey Walsh with 12. That's a pretty good yardstick. Joey Walsh is supposed to be the next big thing, and Javon's smashing him. We are now 1 win outside the top 05, which is obviously a 5-team final system. Rabbits 4th. Well done, Matty. Jersey Flegg, we taught Manly 32-24. Christian Tapau-Moores, straight off the back of his Origin under-19s debut, scored a game-clinching double at the end, which is pretty good for a front rower, days after playing in that Origin game. Your boy Phoenix Godney scored a try as well. The Tigers are 3rd, doing really well in Flegg, and the Rabbits are 7th, sucked in, Matty. You, after Reedy was on last week, obviously, absolutely talking up the Tigers' pathways. You've been keeping one eye on what's happening over that side of things.
Yeah, I have. I watched a little bit of the New South Wales Cup game on the weekend as well. Feels like the club's in a good spot. Like to be winning games across all grades, like throughout the year this year, has been really refreshing. Like I feel like over the last 10 years, like we've kind of struggled, but it feels like we're getting all the back end sort of tied up nicely, and the pathways are doing really well, which has been good to see. As you mentioned, that spine in New South Wales Cup of Attard, Latu, Javon, and Haywood, like pretty good chance 3 out of that 4 are joining Jareem in the next sort of 3 or 4 years as our full-time spine, which is really exciting.
The Big Four. Remember the Big Four?
Oh, don't. Let's not go there. I actually sat next to Woodsy before the Para Half Mara on the weekend.
Did you?
Yeah.
Lovely bloke.
Yeah,
I'm
great
going
bloke.
to get him on the show.
So it's exciting. I've been like, it's been one of my biggest frustrations with the 6-man bench is that players like Latu are like just kind of sitting. And you know what? To be fair, Latu might have been there even if there was a 4-man. But no, you're good. Lost my chain of thought. Latu being able to go back down to Cup and getting to see him and Javon play together was really cool. It's exciting.
Absolutely.
It's exciting times. You're really hoping that when Jerome goes, that it is either Latu or Javon taking the 6 role. You'd imagine it'd be Latu. But Reedy was saying that Latu and Javon are likely our long-term spine. So
I mean, I read something the other day. It might have even been MBWT on Twitter saying if we buy a half in the next few years, that is just the most bizarre decision ever. But I feel like we've gotten better at that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
These guys are almost ready to go.
100%. Hopefully we can hold on to Jock for just a little bit longer. But
he was bought as cover. He's not our starting half.
100%.
Right? He's supposed to be there to do what he's doing at the moment. And yeah, I think those guys are our future. And you can see the way we towed up Manly.
Yeah. I think just on Jock like that, he is a good bridge though. Like I could see him almost getting snapped up by another club because like the Bears or something like that.
Like when we bought Aiden Caesar.
Yeah. The
bridge.
Yeah, exactly. The bridge.
Oh, jeez.
But no, you'd really hope that we've learned from our past and we don't bring in another half now because it's not what we need.
Correct. Tackle 6, we will quickly unpack how we win this weekend against the Knights. Look, they only just beat the Dragons on the weekend. Admittedly, they had KP on the bench. But how do the Tigers beat the Knights? Where do you think their weak links are? What do you think we need to do?
Mate, it's hard to say with the Knights. Like, they've had a pretty solid season. Obviously, they've got KP and Dill Lucas back this week, so they'll be close to, if not at full strength.
Hopefully, Dill Lucas is a little bit rattled from that Origin debut.
Yeah.
Not the player he once was.
Yeah, exactly. But mate, maybe it is a bit more of like Sunday afternoon at Newey. Probably is it raining on Sunday or is
it's supposed to be raining all weekend.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that. I was going to say Knights on a dry track in Newey's tough, but maybe it is a bit more of a grindy game. And like obviously Dewey coming back, he's sort of our game breaker.
Well, this was what I was going to say. Our right edge now with Greg Marzu on that wing, who loves to fly in. We really need to send Dewey down that right edge and start making waves. Taruva might get himself a fair few tries. He did. He got a hattie or 2 against the Knights at Campbelltown. So, yes, I'm not a betting man, but if I was, I'd be betting on Taruva and that right edge scoring a fair few tries. Yeah. So that's our potential.
I will contradict myself immediately and go, the Knights are still probably going to score 3 or 4 tries.
Yes.
Just in the nature of our injuries and they're a great attacking side. So maybe it is again similar to the Dolphins game on the weekend. We just need to try and outscore them.
Well, luckily, Keno Kinney, Trey Fuller pulled us apart, but Kalen Pong is, he's not quite up to their standard.
Yeah. So. He's a bit bigger, so maybe it'll be a bit easier to sort of grab onto.
Easier to tackle. That's right.
Fully acknowledging that I just totally contradicted myself, but
that's all right. That's what podcasts are for.
Yeah.
That is the end of the set of 6 or the 6 again, depending on how we're feeling. We will go to a quick ad break, come back with the top 05. Cody's going to take us through something very exciting. And then we'll duck into Raw Emotion. It's a star-studded lineup this week, so you better hang around. Back after this. Okay. I should probably use the break to search for the Top 05 theme song, but I'm going to do it while on the fly and play that. Make sure Lockie Pring, who seems to be having a great time in Europe at the moment.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Good for some. Good for some. All right, Top 05 and Kody reveal after this. Lovely stuff. Kody, what do you got for us?
So this week I wanted to go through the top 05 quote unquote streets won't forget players. Do I need to explain what that is, or is that
maybe just a sentence?
I've Googled it, so I'm gonna use Gemini here. Streets won't forget is a slang phrase used to describe athletes who while they may not have won major trophies or achieved long-term career dominance, left an incredible mark on fans through skill, unforgettable performances, etc.
That's
so.
perfect.
I often will find myself in YouTube holes watching highlights of football players from the 2000s with streets won't forget compilations, etc.
Gotcha.
So I want to go through the top 05 streets won't forget players that have played for the West Tigers.
Lovely. Can't wait.
So I'll start at number 5, and this one may be a little bit controversial.
Well, you start at number 1 and you go up to 05.
Obviously. Obviously. What did I say?
Count up.
What did I say?
You said you start at 5.
What an idiot.
Couple of errors there, so
Yep.
you didn't say 05. Yep.
So I'll start at number 1.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Tim Simona.
Oh.
Now I know that's a bit of a kind of controversial name.
Streets and the police won't forget.
Yeah,
Tim Slade.
exactly right. But if we're just gonna park that for a second,
Okay, sure.
just for 1 second.
Yep.
For the short time he played for us,
Yep.
what an incredible highlights reel. Like
100%.
on his day, just an incredible player and still arguably probably one of the best athletes that we've had at the club in the West Tigers history. Like there was no better player in open space, and he just seemed to find himself in open space constantly.
Yep.
Like in again, as I said, in his short tenure, just such an exciting player to watch. And he was truly like a breath of fresh air at the time. And I looked the other day, I looked last night, he's still only 34.
Wow.
Like he would have been playing, and like let's assume he just stayed with the Tigers. He would have played all the way up until.
Well, he was a walk-up start, wasn't he?
Mate.
And maybe he was using those little indiscretions to motivate himself to score more tries because he played out of his skin when he had the ball in his hands. Genuinely lovely guy too. Like unfortunate what happened. Obviously a few demons there, but I went to the Tigers season launch one year. On this one day, I went to the Tiger season launch and the Rooster season launch when I was at Triple M. Tiger season launch was under the grandstand in Concord, and Justin Pascoe did an address in front of one pull-up banner.
Oh, yeah.
And we had bacon and egg rolls on the barbie and Powerades. Yeah.
Awesome.
And Sim Simona was behind me in the line waiting to get his bacon and egg roll. They just trained, so he stunk. But he was lovely. We had a good conversation, and I really enjoyed getting to know him a little bit.
Nice.
Then later that night, like I said, had the Rooster season launch, and it was in an auditorium in Bondi Leagues Club with I always considered it like a 1939 German kind of National Party auditorium march, because all these banners were draped down. There was like big tables. It was like the rich and the famous were there. Amanda Keller hosted. I was like, how is this a salary capped league, hey? Like, I was just in the grandstand standing next to Tim Simona in his footy boots.
Getting a
at
bacon
the
egg roll.
Tigers season launch. And everyone's suited and booted here at the Roosters one. It's
Crazy.
like, just worlds apart. But yes, all that to say, I did love Tim Simona.
Yeah,
Great
mate,
player.
he was such a favourite of mine. I was about 13 as well when he came onto the scene, so really sort of youthful and excited about my club at the time. And this has just come to me, but when I was like 13, I like drew a picture of him.
Nice. Do you reckon we could find that?
Yeah, I reckon I could find that for sure.
find it.
I'll try and find it when I get home to Savo.
He'd be stoked. With that.
I drew a photo and I posted it on Instagram, and he made it his profile picture.
No way.
At the time when I was like 13, which I thought was really cool.
That's sick. See, good bloke.
He's got a place in my heart, Tim
Good
Simona.
bloke. Good bloke. Oh, good start.
Yeah. He was number one,
Number one.
obviously. Number 2, Bo Ryan.
Nice.
Now, I think people actually have forgotten how good Bo Ryan was for the Tigers. Like, he was a winger that totally punched above his weight. And the time he was playing for the Tigers was about the time when wingers started to sort of transition into these crazy finishes.
Yep.
Like, obviously now doing the aerial kind of like Dallin's almost the benchmark, and Azarko at the moment, like where they're doing these crazy finishes where you just can't even touch them.
Yeah.
And the only thing in the field is their hand on the ball. But obviously the corner post was still in play back then.
Yep.
But I watched last night when I was doing my research, like Bo Ryan's highlights again from, I think it was like it would have been like 2010 through to 2012, I think. Then he was at the Sharks in 13. Man, he just totally punched above his weight. And he actually had a really great combo with Benji in those years. And anyone that's listening to this, I actually implore you to go and watch Bo Ryan's highlights from his time at the Tigers. He was...
That black Proton Cars jersey, like, just sings Bo Ryan to me as well. I remember he had the black things under his eyes as well. He played fullback a fair few times.
Yeah, played a little bit fullback.
Really, really handy player. Another one of those players in the Woodsy mould, Triple M Breakfast co-host, where post-Tigers, their kind of career kind of fell away. But at the Tigers, it was just such a brotherhood there, as they say. And he was fantastic. I think, you're right. Pretty underrated.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tried his absolute guts out as well. I don't think he was the most skillful player ever.
No.
But yeah, really, really held his own.
I think that's what is why he sticks so out in my mind so much. Like, wasn't the biggest, wasn't the fastest, wasn't the most athletic, wasn't the most skillful, but just like always performed.
Yep.
Like at least in that sort of small bracket that he had with us.
And him and Benji both repped power balance at the time as well. So
well, maybe that was it.
There's some science to that.
Is that doping?
I think they were proven that they really work and they're not placebos. But yeah, no, Bo Ryan, great addition.
Yeah. Number 3, either way of how you look at it, Elijah Taylor.
Oh, really good.
Again, another huge underrated signing for the Tigers. He played throughout the darkest of times.
Yes.
But just like same thing, set your watch to like 55 tackles a week to Elijah Taylor. Like, he was so integral to our side at the time, and I think he came over from Penrith.
He did.
And just like I remember, it was in the works for a while, and then like it was just like we have to sign Elijah Taylor. He was this guy, and it's like again, I feel like he's not even spoken about as like, you know, that he left that big of an imprint on our club, but at the time for what was going on, he was just week in, week out, 7 out of 10, like set your watch. So
definitely, he was a great signing. He was one of my favourites, ET, because he was so dependable.
Mm-hmm.
I always really liked watching him at Penrith and the Warriors as well. I think a lot of my lens on players that were outside the Tigers at the time as well was Supercoach. And he was just a god. Yeah. Like he would just tackle and rack up so many points. And yeah, you're right. Super dependable. And there during a dark time, one of our co-captains, one of the years we had 58 co-captains or whatever it was. Integral to the team during that pretty dark period. He was there from 2016 to 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dark times, dude. Dark times.
Yeah. Well, they only got darker.
You go through some of our team list, and I think that would have been in the Ivan years. We actually did overachieve in those years, but I just go back through some of those team lists. I'm like, how did we?
I know.
Anyway.
I know. Yep. Good number 3.
Yep. Number 4, also from the same era, Kody Thompson.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Need I say more?
Cut from the same Bo Ryan cloth, probably a bit more unco, but probably gave a little bit more.
Yeah,
heart.
he was a bit unorthodox, Kody Thompson.
Yeah.
Like he was kind of a small, nuggety, like winger, was called upon to play heaps of fullback in his time at the club, but same thing, just like continuously punched above his weight. Yeah. Like would give you a 12 out of 10 on effort every week, and just such a shining light in those times.
Was our top try scorer one of the years.
Yeah.
Got called into Queensland Origin camp as well, which Hammy brought up and I refused to believe, but then we Googled it and that happened.
Yeah.
Played Indigenous All-Stars. That was after when he was at the Titans. But yeah, he personified that team. Yeah. Like just the get up and go attitude of a really under-strength footy team.
Yeah.
Scored that match winner against the Roosters.
Was going to bring that up.
Oh, that was
that his debut game for us?
Yeah, I think so.
And Lola Hare nailed it from the sideline.
Yeah, Tui Lola Hare. Oh, unlucky unless he's 05. Love Tui Lola Hare. But Kody Thompson, he just tried his absolute guts out. Signed him from Canberra. Oh no, he went to Widneys for a little bit, but deserved recipient of a number 4 spot.
Number 4.
Yeah.
And number 05, everyone's probably worked out who this probably is. And I would say he's probably the number 1 across the board, streets won't forget player, Taniela Tuiaki.
Yeah.
Like, mate, everyone's favourite player outside of Benji. Like, I'm sure even Matty can speak to it. Like, everyone has memories of this guy. Like in that season when he went down injured, I think he was like, I think he got injured in round 24. He had like, he was on like, he was top try scorer at the time.
Yep.
Incredible season in 09. Him going down, I think was kind of like, that kind of was the cherry on top of that 09 season where we went on that run and obviously got pipped right at the end.
Yeah.
And his injury was kind of a testament to that. But man, what a player. What a player.
He had 21 tries that year.
Yeah.
In 23 games.
Yeah.
Or by around 23.
Yeah.
One of the kind of sadder rugby league stories. Up there with your kind of like Simon Dwyer's and just
Absolutely.
like could have been anything kind of thing. He was, so 09, he would have been 27. So he peaked, he started late.
Yeah, late bloomer. I think he only had three or so years in first grade.
2006, 2009. So 78 first grade games. He was, and it's very respectful that you bring him up in the seat of Hammy Goodman because Hammy is the biggest Taniela Tuiaki stan you'll ever meet.
Yeah.
But yeah, the streets certainly will not forget
I
him.
almost didn't want to put him in because it's so obvious that it's him. But it's like, how can you not? Because like I said, he's almost like across the board, across all teams. He's, in my opinion, like the number one streets won't forget player. Like,
Yeah, outside of the Tigers as well.
Yeah.
100%. Any honourable mentions? I think
Simon Dwyer's obviously one of them.
Simon Dwyer's a big one. He just ran such a good line outside Benton, didn't he? That
Yeah.
left edge. That was a Bo Ryan left edge as well.
Yep.
Which was Blake Ashford.
Yep. Yeah.
Dean
Blake
Collis.
Austin.
Blake Austin. No, he cursed us. Don't worry about him.
Great stint at the Tigers.
Really good top 05, Cody.
Thank you, mate.
The second one you've done, I believe the first one was best logos on the jersey.
Yeah, best sponsorship logos, I think it was.
Yeah, I've been jealous ever since because as a sports sponsorship man myself who loves advertising and logos, when you did that, I think I had Winfluenza that week and you Jock Madden to win.
Influencer, yeah.
I was watching that like, oh, I love this stuff. So yeah, two pearlers.
I wouldn't be
Congratulations.
opposed to you doing your own.
Well, I'll have to go back and watch it and make sure we don't double up.
Yeah.
I will. Maybe next week.
Well, things reset like at what, episode 100? You'd be close to that, wouldn't you? What do you guys at, 60 something?
40 something.
Oh, 40 something. Okay,
Yeah,
I thought you were in the 60s.
almost at 50, which is 05 backwards.
Yeah.
Let's get into raw emotion here from the students of the game. Now, new ball. Haven't heard from him in a little while, but we're going to hear from him now. It's Jaden Taylor, fresh from north of the border.
Professors, look, we were the better team. Without a doubt, we were the better team. Like, our effort compared to theirs was chalk and cheese. Like, we were so good. It's a shame that ref, maybe he needs to shave that mole off and stick it up his own arse because some of the calls he made was total bullshit. Absolutely robbed. Just because we're a bottom team doesn't mean we can't get some of the calls. It's...
Pretty emotional, old JT. We didn't even put the call out to get raw emotion in this week. So these are like the loyal students.
Well, that's what it's all about, mate.
They just know. They go, all right, what's the first thing I have to do after a Tigers lesson? Record a voice note, send it in to the boys at Win, Learn or Draw. We got Stubbo here. So Jaden Taylor and Stubbo, both favourites of the show. Stubbo also north of the border, I believe. So a couple of Queensland fans getting stuck in. But yeah, here we go, Stubbo.
Hey boys, it's Stubbo here weighing in. Finally got to watch the game this morning. Fucking had a big day yesterday playing footy of my own. But anyway, I can't be disappointed. Like from Jockey going down, Meso coming in, Paddy Herbert going down, Macca coming in. You know, Suka and Sione trying to plug up the back row. I think we had a pretty solid crack, a good effort against a decent Finn side, and see all the, the fuckwits out there going, oh, but they were without Isaiah Katoa. It's like, we were without fucking the Habibi himself, Adam Dewey, let alone, a handful of other people that really fill out our squad. It's like, Tigers didn't get it done. All you Dolphins fans can just shut your trap. Anyway, we go again. Solid effort. Love you, boys. Have a good weekend.
So there's like a collective sense of pride in the performance, but also disappointment at the same time. You can tell. Like,
Yeah.
Just from that roar.
Yeah.
It's kind of a somber roar.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a passionate but measured take.
That's right. That's what Stubbo's known for.
Yeah.
Now, how about this? We have potentially one of the bigger names to ever send in a raw emotion. None other than Speak Free with Matty G. Now, Matty the Waterboy, maybe get that dump button ready, or at least the beep button, because Matty G gets a little bit fired up here, and we know that was it Bulldog Richie had a bit of an issue with Matty G on the hill. So
I'm recording a podcast, mate, on the hill.
Bulldog's not going to like this, but here he is. Speak Free with Matty G.
Boys, first fucking raw emotion. Matty G, Speak Free, let's go. I tell you what, mate. There must have been a curse put on this club, and I reckon fucking Tim Sheets did it in 2012 when he was sacked. Because we haven't made the finals since, and right now we are copying injury after injury after injury after injury. Can we get through a game without a fucking injury? Ah! We're still winning the comp. Let's go.
I mean, it's well put, and he's got a point. 2012 was the turning point.
Yeah.
When we had favoritism.
Yeah. Well, we were tipped to come first that year. Was that?
We were tipped to come first and literally favourites to win the comp because
Crazy.
we signed Adam Blair to plug the middle.
Oh,
and
don't.
then
Let's not.
Yeah, let's not.
Too soon.
Too much dredging this episode.
Yeah. It's a good point, though. I haven't thought about the. Well, we're not blaming on Tim Sheens. Obviously, he's the one who got sacked. But I hadn't thought about the connection there.
Yeah. Matty G always makes you think.
Yeah.
He does, doesn't he?
Speak free.
We're going to go to a few immortals here now. The first, of course, Backfence Brown.
Ran into Backfence Brown.
The under-19s origin.
He came up at halftime, and I find him hilarious because he, no matter what was happening on the field, he would relate it back to the Tigers somehow. So, like, for example, some Queenslander scored, and then he just started calling him Jerome Blue Eye because Jerome Blue Eye scored a similar try a few days. It was pure theatre for the second half for Backfence.
Well, I mean, he needs no introduction really, but this is Backfence Brown with some more theatre.
It's the man of many names. It's Uncle Drawsy. It's Backfence Brown. It's the second immortal. It's the president and founding member of the Matty the Waterboy Glazing Society. I'm going to keep it short and sweet this week. I've been watching a lot of Dave Attenborough, especially specials on the oceans, and I learnt that dolphins are one of the only other animals that enjoy sexual relationships with one another. And after what I saw on Saturday, clearly that's true because the say barges run through them for the fourth time in a row. Jeez, those dolphins love getting done by the say barge. More injuries, but they say we've only searched 3% of our oceans. And that's crazy. It really means they haven't clearly looked at the West Tigers top 30 roster. Bring on the Mariana. 2040 West Tigers die. Let's bloody go. All aboard the sea barge. Chugga, 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 chugga.
There you go. We've kind of started dropping the Mariana Trench narrative because it's seemingly untrue, but I'm liking that he's keeping it alive. So thank you, Backfence Brown, for a stirring voice note there.
Is he the first member of the Matty the Waterboy Glazing Society, or are there multiple?
I don't know, Matty. What's going on there?
He's the first and only member. I'd never heard of it until Thursday, so I'm glad there's one person out there.
I might join. Wonder what membership is. Can't be as valuable as the 05 Club, which is just $05 a month to join the 05 Club. Win, learn, or draw fans.
That's a great segue.
That's a great segue, isn't it?
Well,
thank you. Appreciate that. All right, now going to
just on Backfence Brown. Then it seemed like he was whispering. Then I wonder where he was.
I'll tell you when he recorded it. That might give us a bit of an insight. Sunday, 11:23 p.m. I'd say maybe in his bedroom.
Yeah.
And I think I don't know if he lives at home. Maybe he's keeping his mum and dad up.
Yeah.
And he just wants to keep it quiet. Let us know, Backfence.
Yeah,
or you live in a house share or whatever. 11:23 on a Sunday, though. He's always in time That's the main thing because
Yeah.
normally we record on a Monday morning, but
Yeah.
this bloke's always on time as well. 6:44. He always scrapes the barrel right before we record. He normally sends something in, but we wait with bated breath because it's always worth it. Here he is, the first in Raudal. Had a week off last week, so he sent through 2 messages today. It's Reece Smith.
Guten Tag, good morning, bonjour, aloha. Real quick, whose hand, penis, or appendage do I have to shake to keep throbbers on the field? We're dropping like fucking barflies! Fuck!
And then followed it up with this.
Also, the boys are playing in the Steel City this weekend, home of me and the greatest city on earth. What strings, penis, hands do I have to shake or pull to be on the field? Or if you want me to run the boys out, give them a little bit of please.
Over to you, Langy. Hutchie, any of the the West Tigers social admin, anyone that's listening in the Tigers Corporation, if you can tee up Reece Smith getting on the field, and preferably in his win, learn or draw hat, that would be quite a milestone for the club. And I can't imagine we'd lose if he was.
I'd love to see him run the team out on all fours like a tiger. Gallop out there in front of the
Can we
players.
make that happen? You can wear your painting shirt to promote your business, Reece, if you want. But we need a win, learn or draw hat, and we need you on all fours, running in front of Appy Coruscant. It's going to have to be quite the pace because the boys run out pretty quickly, and they'll be eager. They'll be eager to play the Knights on the weekend. Would love to see that. Great raw emotion. 5 of the best. 05 of the best. Sorry, they're from our students. Let's go to another quick break, and we'll just quickly look towards the Knights game, and then we'll wrap up the show. Okay, very good. Kody, thank you so much for joining us. Always love having you on the show. This is your 3rd appearance now. Like we said, we might have to.
Nice capped.
Yeah, most by a mile.
Yeah, easy.
By a mile. Matty?
No, he doesn't count.
Yeah, Tigers fans only.
Good point. Matty, thank you as always.
I'm just saying, Mort, you probably don't know this because you're doing a podcast,
Yeah.
but the France game has been delayed due to lightning, and it's just been half time for a whole hour. So you'd be absolutely loving that because they've just been playing ad after ad after ad after ad.
Oh, love that. Macca's, Coke, Pepsi, you name it. I'm going to go out and buy some products now. That's how it works.
I do really want to get one of those World Cup cups from Macca's.
See? Advertising works. Apparently they're selling out. They've sold out.
No.
Yeah, I would get in there quick. Another thing that works really well, urgency. Win, learn or draw store. Wrapping up June 30. Get in, get your hats, get your shirts before they maybe cease to exist. Yeah, bit of a tease there. Before we go, we've got the Knights this week. They are red hot. They got 2 of their Origin players coming back. They're at home. They're always very hard to beat up there. We've still got a few very, very key outs. We've just lost or learned, to the Dolphins at home. Things are looking a little bit grim on the side of the Tigers, but it's moments like this, and it's backs against the wall situations like this that the Tigers absolutely love. In that case, I'm going to predict first, if that's all right with you.
You're the host. Do I have a choice?
I'm going to go, like all that considered, and just looking at kind of the way the teams line up. I'm going to go Tigers 13 plus, just because I feel like we're going to bounce back in a big way, and we've beaten them 13 plus this year already with their full strength team on the pitch. So yeah, Tigers 13 plus. Matty, we might go to you next as a non-biased fan before we finish with a biased take of Kody. Kind of a biased sandwich, if you will.
Well, I've been trying to, crunch numbers last few weeks, and I've done it again today. I've actually, again, spent the whole episode doing this.
Unreal, because I've seen you've been pretty busy over there.
Yeah, 100%. So basically, I feel like the Tigers are at least a 16-point team, better team than the Dragons. And I'm sure we'll see that in a few weeks. Like the Dragons are coming last. They're terrible.
Yep.
The Knights only beat the Dragons by 2, which means that the Tigers should win by at least 14. So therefore, I'm going Tigers 13 plus.
All right.
Yeah.
2 from 2.
Crazy.
I mean, stats do not lie. So, yeah, there's actually quantitative data to back up his prediction of 13 plus. I've got 13 plus. Kody, I'd love to hear what your prediction is.
I obviously took the conservative approach last week, but I do feel like coming into this game, the Knights are going to score tries. Objectively, they're going to score tries.
Yep.
But I think if the Tigers win this game, it is just going to be some sort of freakish, magical 13 plus win.
Yes.
So I'm going to go Tigers 34, Knights 18.
Yes. Rate it.
Big
There
win.
you go. That's 13 plus 2 from my calculations.
Yeah.
16-point deficit.
So that's 39 plus overall.
Yep. Who's kicking goals this week? I guess Dewey if he's back.
Dewey if he's back.
Appy.
Yeah. Otherwise it'd be Appy, yeah.
Yeah. Although who was kicking?
Heath kicked at the tail end of last week.
Yeah.
Massey can also kick, but I imagine if it's
Massey
not...
might be going back down to Maggie's, mate, to be honest.
Well, mate, if we can just let the kid spend some time on the wing, for God's sake. Jeez, he's just supposed to come in and play on the wing. He's been asked to play centre all year. Like,
yeah,
God.
that's true. Oh, poor bloke. Thank you again, Kody. Much appreciated you jumping in. Pretty late notice too. And then thank you, Matty, as always. Look, we need to win 6 from 10. We go into the 8. You only need to win 4 in a row from there. By my calculations, and I mean, considering we predict us to win 13 plus every week, I have a good feeling we're going to win the comp.
Thanks for having me.